Infinite Zamasu versus Eternity. Nice drawing of Eternity. Also, I have another shout out at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. To find out the power of Infinite Zamasu, check out my video on Goku Black and Zamasu. It's far more detailed than in this video. In this video, we have different versions of each character, and with a particular scenario that will be brought up. For Zamasu, we're sticking to Infinite Zamasu, as this battle has a cosmic theme to it. Meaning, the versions of Zamasu are Dragon Ball Super Infinite Zamasu, and Xenoverse 2 Infinite Zamasu. For Eternity, we have his Embody, his version 7 True Form, and his version 8 True Form. Confusing? No worries, I'll walk through these versions, as well as talking about Eternity. Dragon Ball Super, Infinite Zamasu, versus Embody Eternity. This Infinite Zamasu is the fusion of the Goku Black, the immortal future Zamasu, as well as Trunks' entire timeline in Dragon Ball Super. The easiest scaling for this Zamasu is to simply look at the size of the timeline and put him several times greater than this. The timelines of Dragon Ball contain Xeno Realm. Xeno Realm is a higher dimensional universe. Inside Xeno Realm is his house, which is even larger than the 12 macrocosms. Each macrocosm is able to contain multiple universal realms, like heaven or the universe. It's even stated that part of the macrocosm is a higher dimension. See Atari video on the subject. With macrocosms being higher dimensions, this makes the minimum of a finite low 4D construct, which is consistent with finite travel speed of Whis. Takes Whis 3 minutes to go from King Kai planet to Earth, and 35 minutes to travel the entire macrocosm. Also takes him 2 days to do Xeno House, showing them to be the same dimensionality of finite 4D. The entire Xeno realm is a higher dimensional universe at infinite 4D. The timeline contains that infinite 4D realm and more, making it a low 5D construct. Zamasu is several times greater than this, as not only is he a Patara fusion of a timeline and 2 gods, but his presence reached other timelines, meaning he travels through that higher dimension, which would be 5D. See more in this video, as there is tons of supporting feats. Now for Embody Eternity. Embody Eternity is oftenly mistaken for true eternity. Embody Eternity is the restricted form of eternity he gets from the dimension of manifestation and uses to enter the universe, otherwise it would be destroyed. In fact, the smallest dimension that can handle true form eternity is the 16th dimension. This embody of eternity is vastly powerful, so much so that it surpasses all other cosmic embodies, including the celestials. This is because the embodies have the same hierarchy as the true forms, with eternity being second behind the living tribunal. Now, the embody of celestials are so strong, 3 sky fathers at once cannot damage them. Now each sky father are rivals for one another, and all scale to their entire mythology. Best example is Odin. Odin defeating Searcher Mother set the entire world tree on fire. The world tree has countless universes on it, making this a high 4D feat. And there's more. While I could show more examples of Odin scaling to the world tree, this example is more explicit. Here, while Odin is fighting another Sky Father, it said the battle could destroy the multiversal. The multiverse, in context, is the countless universes of each pantheon of gods. If we don't use Sky Fathers, there is another example of beings who are on this level. Cosmic cubes, scale to infinite universe, which is infinite 4D. It took 5 of them to defeat Eternity. This is extra impressive since Eternity was off guard and didn't realize this even happened. This makes Eternity at least low 5D. Now, both are at low 5D levels of power, with a minor edge to Eternity, since that level beat him off guard. How about we look at abilities to see if we get a clear winner, as power doesn't help. Also, I should quickly say, speed doesn't help these two either, both have a measurable speed, and nigh omnipresence between them, so we can only decide this on abilities. Eternity is the embody that all other cosmic entities, basically, giving himself all their abilities. This doesn't include cosmic entities like Living Tribunal and Mistress Death, as they don't reside in the multiverse. In terms of abilities, Eternity can do anything the Infinity Gauntlet can do, but with less power, potency. Infinite Zamasu has less abilities. However, they are far greater abilities. The main ones are Future Zamasu Immortality and Goku Black Adaptation, as well as how he continually spreads and gets more powerful. When comparing abilities, it's quality over quantity. Eternity has far more abilities. Infinite Zamasu has the ability to survive anything his own tier of power can attack him with, as well as the adaptation to grown in power. Because of these better suited abilities, this Infinite Zamasu should beat Embody Eternity quite easily. In fact, as any chance Eternity has to win requires precognition, while Infinite Zamasu abilities are passive and always active. Infinite Zamasu beats Embody Eternity 90% of the time. Xenoverse 2, Infinite Zamasu, versus version 7, True Eternity. This battle has characters on a far higher level, so both have been upgraded. Last time, I went over Infinite Zamasu first, now I do Eternity first. Eternity is the 7th incarnation of the multiverse, and his power scales to the size of the multiverse. How big is the Marvel multiverse? While earlier I showed True Eternity was able to exist in the 16th dimension, this is not the multiverse limit, it's the lowest dimension which he can enter. You'll see that it is larger than 16-dimensional. The Marvel multiverse is a combination of two multiverse models. The first, alone, is countless, possibly infinite dimensional, as it's the many world theory multiverse model. Then, the second model is that of higher dimensions, and are stacked with the many world theory multiverse model, which again is at infinite dimensional level. It's explained in detail that these model are both mashed together in these 3 panels. Have fun reading, there's a lot of information, it helps. Sadly, Infinite Zamasu isn't quite as impressive, however he has got a massive power boost of power from his previous version. Let's compare what they spread to. Here is an idea. Dragon Ball Super Infinite Zamasu is to the box of timelines. Xenoverse 2, Infinite Zamasu, is able to spread to this. Actually, that's a low ball, since Infinite Zamasu reached the time chamber. It's extra impressive considering how fast it happened. In case you missed it, in the time, the original time patroller gets back, in immeasurable speed, and infinite Zamasu has already reached the time vault. Again, this is still a massive low ball for infinite Zamasu. Before becoming infinite Zamasu, he actually rivaled Xenoverse 2 Vegito Super Saiyan Blue. The same Vegito, who in base, is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who rivaled Mira, who in a weaker form might accidentally destroy all timelines and beyond, where Towa cannot avoid it. Infinite Zamasu is easily not just 6D, but in fact high 6D. However, I hope you don't focus on this. Instead, focus on how he expanded, across the entire Xenoverse, and beyond, instantly. However, that's not the only important detail. You see, Zamasu survives Xeno Eraser, in Xenoverse 2. He says so himself, that he remembers everything. This gives him even better immortality. Now, it should be very clear that putting an infinite dimensional, true eternity, versus a high 6D Zamasu is massively one-sided. However, there is still the quality of abilities in infinite Zamasu favor. Infinite Zamasu, immortality is even better, and he gets stronger, far faster. So, can he overcome eternity? This idea I'm talking about is best shown in Chaos War in Marvel Comics, where Chaos King did this exact idea. He spread his influence until he reached the level of eternity. Originally, Chaos King was on the Skyfather's level until he surpassed eternity. Let's see if Xenoverse Infinite Zamasu could do this too. What's the chance he can naturally spread to this level? Since he instantly went 6D, as well as stopping because he reached the time vault. Whether he can or cannot should be a 1/3 chance. Now, what's the chance he could do it in the time frame of a fight? Well, he either cannot at all, too slow, or he can. So another 1/3 chance. What's the chance eternity will allow this to happen? Well, since eternity seems to only fight losing battles, I'd say 50%. This totals to 1/18, just over 5%. What this means, if we consider the possibility of infinite Zamasu reaching eternity level, that would still mean 94% of the time eternity wins. I wanted to explore this idea to really show how, even with better abilities and having the strategy in your favor, infinite Zamasu would not win because of random chance that are required along the way. Sadly, this means bringing up the strongest version of eternity is pointless, since it would clearly destroy the strongest infinite Zamasu. However, I feel like explaining how strong he is anyway, because it gives an insight on the Marvel cosmology, which some of you may be interested in. Also, as said at the start of the video, I got a shout out to a commenter that I want to bring up. This is current eternity, or version 8 eternity, or superflow eternity. After the events of all new all different Marvel, eternity is reborn as the new multiverse. With an improvement. He now embodies all of reality, up to the superflow. Embodying the superflow is actually crazy. In the outerversal scaling of Marvel cosmology, the superflow is the third, last layer of the Marvel cosmology, and surpasses both the dimensions of manifestation and the beyond realm. The beyond realm is actually the true form of the pre-retcon beyonder, while the dimensions of manifestation can scale directly to the living tribunal. This means superflow eternity is more powerful than both the pre-retcon beyonder and the living tribunal. Too bad we never see this version again, since some writers seems to have forgotten this entirely. Now, for the important shout out. Before making this video, one commenter made a prediction of the power of eternity. Now you might think I'm going to criticize them, but no, I actually want to congratulate them. he decided to make his own video on the topic, in which he did reevaluate his ideology. This just shows you can never do too much research, as there's always something else to consider. Nice work. Thank you for watching. How strong is Jotaro? Scaling outer-versal characters and platonic concepts. How strong is Dark Schinder? All ideas for future videos in the description, so we all know what's to see later. Check out, as said before, see my Goku Black and Zamasu video for more information on Infinite Zamasu.